All right.
All right.
It's the Cares None Be Dope podcast. I am your host, Chris Cares None, and I'm with my co-host, Matt Michael Jack. What's up, baby?
Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm in a great fucking mood.
Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I ain't seen you since what, the 80s?
It's been a minute.
It's been a long time.
When was last? I mean, it's been a while. Like right after Thanksgiving, maybe, or
What was the holidays, man? You know, I know.
Nah, for sure, man. I mean, it was a whirlwind for me. I mean, with the kid and family coming into town and hosting shit and.
Did you smoke anything?
Yes.
What
do you mean?
No, like meats.
Oh.
You know, white folks smoke meats. Good meats too. Good meats.
No, we did not smoke. So I think the last time I was telling you, it must have been after Thanksgiving, because I told you I did a smoked turkey gravy with like the neck and the giblets and all that. No?
I mean, you might have.
Maybe I texted you it or something. I don't know. But I did something with that. But no, I didn't smoke anything for the holidays.
You used the giblets, huh?
I had to.
Wait, what the fuck is the giblets? Like exactly?
That's like the gut, not the guts, but that's like the heart, the lungs, the kidney, the liver.
And you use that to
the
make
neck. So we were deep frying the turkey, and to make turkey gravy, I guess you're supposed to use like when you're roasting a turkey in the oven, you're supposed to use the fat from like the drippings from the turkey to make your gravy with whatever the fuck you put in gravy. I wasn't gonna have drippings because I was deep frying the turkey, so I scoured the internet for alternative things and YouTube. I found a handful of different things, but then kind of bastardized 4 or 5 different things to combine my own smoked turkey giblet neck gravy.
Was it delicious?
It's fucking delicious, man. My white people smoke meats, man. Come on, it was delicious.
I mean, you cook though. Like you cook.
Yeah, no, it was. I thought it turned out pretty good.
What did everybody else say?
They all hated me. No one's coming back for Thanksgiving.
Right.
No, everybody liked it, man. It was good. It turned out well.
Yeah,
People were surprised that I didn't use the drippings.
Oh, because it tasted that good.
It tasted good, yeah.
I don't know about them giblets though, man. That's kind of weird.
It is weird. I wouldn't eat that. We normally save those for the dog. Like we'll boil them and we'll save them for the dog. 'Cause we do whole chickens a lot, and those always come with giblets. So we'll just pull the giblets out.
Why do they call them giblets?
I don't know. You'd have to ask someone smarter than me or Google,
I got
which is smarter than me.
Why is it called giblets?
According to the word detective, giblet first appeared in English in the early 14th century, drawn from the Old French giblet, meaning a stew made of game.
Oh,
Oh,
there you go.
there you go. Thank you, Google.
So I bought out the pod decks.
You did bring out the pod decks. I see them. I haven't seen those since like episode
2
4
or something like that. Because it would be fun to knock. I literally bought. I think we used them one time.
I think we used them twice when you and I on our first 2 podcasts that we did together.
And did we might have busted out with one of the first me and De'Eric things, but we didn't get it out.
Hard to remember that.
Yeah,
that's almost a year ago now.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. It's over a year now. Congratulations.
It's over a year, man.
Congratulations. Happy 1 year plus, sir.
Fuck, man. It's episode 50. This will be 54.
54.
Ain't that something?
It is something. Actually, yeah. So, yeah, it's been a while. Because I think the last time I was on here, I think you were around episode 46 or 48.
No, 49. Come on.
No. I don't think you were that close to 50 because we were talking about for 50, try to get the 3-person setup, me, you, and D.
Well, I had a couple of good people wanting to get on. So I had to get it on, man.
I mean, I saw the clips. I don't listen to all of them.
Those were good, man.
They look good.
They were good, man. And there's some pretty cool people too. Like,
yeah, it looked like
it's coming, baby. It's coming. Well, so like I said, we were going to do the pod decks, but the world gives you just so much content, man.
I know you said that when I walked in, and I don't know what you're.
You really have no idea what I'm
referencing. Not 100%.
Like the anarchy.
Well, what anarchy?
A little bit of anarchy. Oh man, that was so. I'm sitting there.
I mean, 2020, had me, numb to whatever. Like, I don't know. Is it any crazier than anything else that happened in 2020?
That's a good point.
It's pretty fucked up, but like, I
mean, 2021 came out the gate swinging. Like, holy shit.
2021 saying, hey, 2020, hold my beer.
I'm sitting there. I was watching, what the fuck? Just they were talking about the election, right? I'm like, I'll be honest. I've never been this involved with politics in my life.
I think a lot of people probably feel that way, share that same sentiment.
And a lot of it to do with, there's money coming around and what do you owe and all. I mean, there's partly a reason, like saying stimulus, like, oh, I want to know when's people getting money. You know what
But
I'm
it's
saying?
just good TV too, man. It's
Dude,
good drama.
It's great TV. I'm shocked how fucking entertaining it is.
I just lost you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
I can't hear you in mine.
Let me see. It might be the headphones. I don't know. Can you hear me now?
Nope.
Oh, maybe you pulled it up.
Did I? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, there you go.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Maybe something just pulled out.
All
I
right,
don't know.
sorry. Technical difficulty.
No, it's okay. But it's so fucking entertaining.
It's it's very entertaining.
And the fact that it's real life is like, it's insane. And then, like, I know the motherfuckers' names now, like McConnell and
right,
fucking
yeah, you know.
Schumer, and I'm like, oh, shit. So anyway, I'm watching this shit about,
That's when you know you're in too deep, man.
I think I might be too deep, man. I might be too deep. Anyways, so I'm watching this shit, the Electoral College, they want to, dispute it.
Right.
And I'm following this new guy named Meet Kevin on YouTube. Interesting dude. Kind of a little nerdy, but for some reason, he's just fucking awesome to me. Anyways, so we're watching this, and all of a sudden, they stop the shit in the middle. And, like, you hear, like, the gavel, and then, like, the one senator who was talking. I don't know who that guy was.
Right. I saw that. I was watching that also.
Yeah, he's like, okay.
It's like, oh,
okay. He kind of had, like, what the fuck's going
I
on?
just lost you again.
So, you know what it is? It's probably...
Is something, am I pulling this thing?
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Nope.
But like, put it back in your thing, though.
What do you mean? I mean,
No, like...
turn it on, turn it off? Like,
yeah.
I got nothing.
I mean, I hear you fine. So it's
Okay,
something.
now I hear you.
I wonder what that is. Anyways,
Damn marketplace beats, bro.
I guess it's time to get some new headphones. They might be fucking dead or something. I don't know. The election. No, not the election. The electoral.
Gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Let's pause this shit then. This is getting ridiculous now. All right, we're back. It was
Again.
it was the fucking batteries.
Damn batteries. Pillaged them from the fucking remote.
I need to get some rechargeable batteries because I keep buying them and then what happens is one of us leaves them on, I leave them on, and they just die.
Now I know why you're so anal about turning them off.
Oh yeah, because motherfucking batteries aren't cheap.
So when I came in today, everything was on.
So the guy's like, all right. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck is going on? I'm thinking that it's just like a reset. or
Lunch
something.
break?
Yeah,
Some
that's what
shit?
it felt like, right? And
It
all
was
of a
around that time of day, right?
Right. So I'm like, okay, it's lunch break, whatever. And then this shit was getting real. They're like, oh, motherfuckers are storming. I'm like, what? Like, even before that, they were saying people were walking towards the Capitol building while they were still going.
Right. What were you watching?
That dude on YouTube, so he had a live stream of like
Okay,
all
so
of
you
them.
were
So
watching
he was
through-
going back and forth.
Okay.
So he was watching the Senate. He was watching the
Because I was
House.
watching it on, I think, CBS, like through my Fire Stick. Because I don't have live TV, so it was like their news app or whatever, and I guess CBS is what comes up. And for me watching it, like they were, I don't know if they had other information or whatever, but they were talking about like all this craziness going on, and they're showing all these pictures, and literally on all these pictures, all these video feeds, there's just people standing there. Like nothing crazy was happening, but they were talking about how crazy everything was. But there was like literally just people. There were people at the Capitol. There were people standing on the stairs, but there wasn't
the anarchy yet.
right. There
Ish.
wasn't any unrest yet. But they were talking it up as if there was, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like what?
I mean, are you allowed to be on the steps like that in a mob?
But I mean, what? But okay, maybe. I mean, I don't know what you say. A mob.
I mean, there's like 1,000 motherfuckers on the Capitol.
There were, but it wasn't like a mob scenario. I mean, it was literally just people standing there. You know,
There was a lot of people. I saw
later in the day on the same news app, I saw different clips of unrest. Certainly, of there were some people that were going towards like a camera crew, not hassling the people, but they were like destroying the camera equipment. You saw some pictures of people once they entered the Capitol building, fucking idiots, you know, like
Right.
just sitting at desks of representatives and
it's
fucking
crazy.
waving Confederate flags. It's like
reading
fucking
emails
launch.
and shit. I'm like, this shit is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that shit later, but like the narrative
In the moment.
that they were saying, like as it was happening, like literally to me, like there was nothing that was that nothing that I saw visually matched what they were saying in the moment on the channel that I saw, and like I was like, then I pulled up my Facebook and like everyone else was talking about all this crazy shit, and I'm like, what?
Oh, so okay.
So I don't know if it was my app and like the coverage that they were showing, you know, but then they're like, well, this is the back of the Capitol building. Let's go to the front of the Capitol building. Da, 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 da. And it was like the same fucking picture. People just standing there. It wasn't like people pushing towards the doors or doing whatever. Like people standing there with the Trump flags and their American flags and just kind of like hanging out. But again, later in the day, I saw all the crazy shit.
Like,
And it's crazy. I mean, whatever.
And that woman got her shit blown off. It's just crazy.
Yeah, what? I heard about that, and I saw some of the pictures of her laid down on the floor or whatever, or getting wheeled out or whatever.
I guess what I saw is you probably saw the picture of the dudes in the Senate or in the House with guns drawn at the door, barricaded by some furniture.
Yeah, I did see that.
I guess I could be wrong, but I guess the lady was trying to come in. They're like, don't do it. She came in.
So that was the lady that got shot?
That's what Steve said. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that, but that's what Steve said.
Gotcha.
And then they blew her motherfucking shit off. You know? That shit was crazy. I was like, whoa, this. You know what? So there was a few scenes where I saw it felt like some police got overpowered. I definitely saw that a few times. But then I also saw, and I posted it today, a clip where police let them in. I saw it with my own eyes.
I saw that clip that you posted. Where
and I was like, that's interesting. Like, they were like, come on. And then guys were, then like one of the guys, they were like, no, come on. And it was no like, stop. It was just, I'm like, it's just interesting. Now, they could have been like, oh, you know what?
interesting in the sense how? Interesting that.
Like, the police are letting them come in there.
Why would they do that?
That's what I'm saying.
So, like, conspiracy theory? Like,
Well,
why would they do that?
I
Or
was
just
going to say either. So the two options I would think is A, they said they're down with it. Yeah, come on, fuck this place, man. You know, let's turn up. Or
I hate
B,
this job.
I'm not about to talk shit against these motherfuckers. I'm a dead motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a mob and there's three of us. We're done. And do they even have guns? I really don't think they have guns. I could be wrong.
I would assume that they would.
That's what I would assume too, man. They didn't pull the motherfuckers out when the other motherfuckers getting bum rushed. You would think if you're getting bum rushed, that's the time to pull your gun out.
You would think.
You would think. I was
That's
like,
the time I'd pull my gun out.
and I was like, whoa, and I couldn't not watch it. I couldn't not, because I'm like, I'm sitting there I'm reading Facebook and I'm like, oh shit, shit's getting real. I felt like I was one of the first people to post it too.
FYI, this glass has a crack on it.
When we get another one,
No. I'm just telling you.
I'll just throw it away. But yeah, I don't know, man. That shit was crazy. And then I was thinking, like, what if that was like a Taliban or some shit or ISIS? It would be like real epic. I mean, it was epic that it happened in general with our own people. Imagine if like some other group of people stormed that like that. How much even bigger of a deal that would be.
Oh, for sure. And I think over the next coming days, weeks, months, years, whatever, I think more storylines and more drama and more bullshit is going to come out about the events that happened yesterday.
I mean, would you agree that Trump definitely threw some fucking fire on that flame with his fucking? Because I was watching his motherfucking speech because this dude was going back and forth to everything, and the dude was like, you know, I mean, it's like he has a weird way of talking to people without saying go fuck shit up. It was like this is what I heard him say. You know what?
Are you saying this is what you heard him say is how you perceived it, and now you're...
This is what he said verbatim. Well, not verbatim, but from what I remember. He goes, we're going to go down to the Capitol building, and then we're going to cheer on the Republicans. Some of them, I don't know, not so much, but you got to go in there with strong and strength. You got to go in there strong, got to have strength. We cannot allow this to happen. Like, you have a fucking army outside. Like, you can't talk that way. You know these motherfuckers drinking because that's what motherfuckers like. MAGA drink. I don't give a fucking nobody tell me MAGA drinks. And they drink Bud Lights and Miller Lights and shit. I swear to God.
That's stereotype.
It's super stereotype. I saw beers and shit in the fuck. I saw it. Yeah. I ain't making that shit up. Anyways, it was super crazy. Like, whoa, how fucking epic is this moment? And I remember thinking this is history type shit, and it was. No one
The
stormed.
last 4 years have all been history, man.
Oh, for sure. But I'm talking about all the elected officials were in that fucking building. Imagine if somebody had bombs. I mean, that's like almost like a video game. That's
Were
like
you found anything today? Because when I was leaving work today, there was some.
At what time?
So I left for work around 3:30-ish, and there was something on the news that they were saying that they did find that they had just evacuated the Capitol building again, or that area or somewhere. I don't know exactly, whatever. Because I was getting ready and dealing with the kid and whatever. So I just kind of loosely was like listening pieces of this that they found like some bombs or
at the DNC and the
RNC. Yeah.
I heard that.
Did you hear anything more of that?
That's all I heard.
Okay.
That was today?
I believe so. Yeah.
I thought that was yesterday. Damn, that's fucking nuts. It's and then they were like talking about we gotta get this motherfucker out, and they're going hard. They want him out, man. And I think it's more that they want him out so he can't run again, is what it seems like.
Probably. I mean, I think it's more political posturing than it is really.
I mean, half the country thinks that he started that. Whether you agree with it or not, half of the country does. I mean, you should read Facebook. Like, they all say he did it, including the major Democrats.
Of course, the major Democrats did.
And half the Republicans were like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I personally don't think he started it.
You don't think that? Okay, how about when it was time to denounce and he doesn't?
But he did. He did put out a video, which then Twitter and everybody deleted the video or, took it down. Like,
did you see the video?
Yeah, I saw the video. You know what? First of all,
that video is ridiculous.
It doesn't matter what he says or does. Everybody's going to pile on him.
I
agree with it wrong.
I agree with that.
It doesn't matter.
What do you think based on what he said? He goes, people are upset. This is what he said.
I thought he played a little bit too much about the election was rigged. He probably didn't need to go there that much during that thing.
Especially when you got motherfuckers out there ransacking
right, yeah,
the place.
He could have done a better job. Absolutely.
He's not good at stopping that shit. Like when he was asked the questions during the election about, what was the thing he said? Stand back and
stand by the Proud Boys or whatever.
It's like, dude, he puts his foot in his own mouth half the time. It's like all you gotta do is say, no, of course I condemn it, even though he said it before. But now you're on a
which he did that whole time in what you're talking about during that debate. He was like, yeah, I condemn it. Who do you want me to condemn? Well, tell me who you want me to condemn.
I don't think that's not what he did not say.
And then Biden said the Proud Boys. He's like, yes, I condemn the Proud Boys. Stand back and stand by. Whatever.
No, is that how you read that? That's not even close to what I read. Maybe that's interesting because I looked at that, and a lot of people in the country did that.
And he's denounced over and over again certain things, and people just it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what he says because most of the media, whatever.
I agree that,
I'm not trying to weasel my way up Trump's ass. I mean, I look at the world in a totalitarian kind of way, and I see different views from different. I don't know. I just don't buy into there's just one track to see things. I don't buy into black and white. I buy into the gray. I feel like I live my life in the gray, and I feel like there's a lot of things in the gray. And if I'm not in the situation. If I don't know 100% of, if I don't see the entire clip, if I don't see, I can't give you what he said and how he meant it, or this or that or whatever. There's just so much bullshit, and there's so much. It's how do we digest information, and then how do we regurgitate it back to somebody else? We perceive things a certain way based on whatever we watch, shows that we watch, other people telling us what they see and how we should see it. There's just so much gray area out there. It's just not fair just to say this is what it was.
Okay, I can give you that, but
so for 100%, I won't. I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. I think I got lost here on my track here.
Well, here's the point. Here's what I'm saying. There's a very large majority of the country that thinks he's awful, and there's a very large percentage of the country that fucking loves him, right?
Right.
So it almost feels 50-50.
Truth lies somewhere in the middle.
And I agree with that. I'm on record saying the media definitely slanders his name way more than he is. However, as somebody who is completely, what did I feel? I'm like, sometimes I'm like, dude, all you gotta do is not say that or just denounce that. Like, it's so like he does not say presidential shit ever. He doesn't say
There's
leadership.
none, man.
I know, and I could argue that why should he change, because he's gotten what he's gotten in his life being that way. So I totally agree with that. Hey, do you? The problem is,
As a president, you feel you should.
dude, you like when Biden came out, and listen, I don't give a fuck about Biden either, but he's saying leadership type shit together. Homie, Trump says nothing about getting people together ever. It's always like, no, they're fucking pissed off. I don't know what to tell you. It's like, dude,
But I mean, Biden says that stuff when the
No,
camera's on and when
that's
he's
what I'm saying,
supposed to say it.
But unfortunately, that's
But
huge.
there's other times when the camera's on him and he's saying the opposite thing.
I've never heard him say no, it's our people, like, fuck you. Like, I've never.
Yeah, but he has. I mean, look at some of his clips and him talking shit about Trump supporters or this, that, or the other. I mean, that's not bringing people together. He says it in the moment when he's supposed to say it.
Are you telling me that Trump equally brings the country together as much as Biden does?
I mean, I think they're both at this point. They're both fucking politicians, and I don't think. I mean, I think everybody in front of a camera, when you're supposed to say certain things, say certain things.
Well, when you're the president, that's
Do
a pretty
I
big
think
deal.
Biden maybe says it a little better? Yeah, he's a career politician. He's been doing jack shit for 47, 50 years for, whatever. He's been programmed to say the right stuff at the right moment.
Let me ask you this: in the middle of
Trump won't back down. Trump is always going to be Trump.
and I respect that about him. My point is when you're the leader of the fucking biggest nation, the richest nation, most powerful nation, supposedly the freest nation ever, and you got shit popping off at the Capitol building, you should probably be a little bit more like, stop this shit. When he wasn't.
What more would you have wanted him to say?
Well, first of all the motherfuckers came out, Republicans, even motherfuckers on the other side, both sides of the aisle were like, we can't get the clearance to come stop this. He won't let him. And they had to convince Trump to make them stop it. That's a fact. They all came out and said that. Like, Trump, he wouldn't give us the fucking okay to do it. It's like, why? It's like he wanted them to turn up.
But wait, they didn't want him to do what?
They
They wanted him to do what that he wasn't doing?
He had to give the okay to get the clearance for him to go in there and stop that shit, like he did fucking Black Lives Matter, like he did when he got.
That's not true though.
That
because he doesn't run that city. It's up to the mayor. It's up to the governor. I mean,
I dude, I swear to God, they got, I don't know who it was. I want to say.
You might be right, might be wrong, but I feel like he doesn't run Washington D.C.
No, but
he's the president, but it's not up to him.
The National Guard. I think
that was called, and that was even announced on that news program that was saying that the mayor or the governor or whatever of Washington D.C. had just called in 1,200 or 14, whatever it was, of the National Guard. It was on that person to activate the National Guard, not Trump.
Oh, see, I don't know. I've been watching this shit religiously, and what I'm gathering is,
and I'm only speaking from what I heard on that show that day.
People in the White House.
I might be wrong.
Mind you, 6 people quit underneath him today and yesterday, and they said, quote, half of them said, quote, he's lost his mind. He is unfit. His people. Mitch McConnell's wife, who works under, I think she's the Secretary of Transportation, literally was like, I can't do it. Like, this motherfucker, he just lost his mind. And then he's throwing these hissy fits. And then his tweets, here's what he does. He'll say, like, he'll do enough to say, like, oh, you know what, let's chill out a little bit, but this is what happens when you do it. This is what happens. But you weren't saying that shit when Black Lives Matter was out there, when you said, quote, if you loot and you do this, 10 years minimum. He wasn't talking that shit yesterday when they was going there breaking shit, but when it was Black Lives Matter, that definitely wasn't storming the Capitol building. It's just like, oh, it is what it is. To me, I don't think that he's slick with his words is how it feels to me. He's slick. And mind you, remember in the beginning of the whole pandemic, I was more like, all right, wait a minute, maybe this is a little bit bullshit. Maybe they are. And I still believe that the media definitely, and there's probably, I bet you the election probably was rigged and some things. I agree with all that. But when you're the president, bro, you have to at least play that part. Even they're all full of shit. But it feels like he never says nothing where it's like, you know what, let's stop this. Let's get together. It's always, no, there's a good people out there. There's motherfuckers, there's racist, not racist, but there's white supremacists and flag. No, they're good people. Like, you can't say shit like that. You can't say there's good people on both sides when half of them are racist or open white supremacist. I mean, you can say it, but then a lot of motherfuckers ain't gonna like that.
Right.
Because there's a lot of white people that don't like that.
Sure.
So it's like, and again, I like the fact that he's going to do what the fuck he wants to do. He's more cares than anything, and I could argue that that's dope, and I actually get a little inspiration from that. However, I don't know if his intentions are as pure as mine. You know what I'm saying? I would do what I can to stop shit, and it feels like, you know, he's always.
It's hard to say, man. It's hard to say. To be him, to know what he knows, to feel what he feels. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, I agree with you. I agree with everything that you're saying. You know, I agree with everything you're saying. But knowing that I agree with everything you're saying, I don't know. I can't put myself in his shoes.
I get that.
I can't be in a room with him and feel what he feels and know everything that he knows and what's going on.
Hold on, let me interrupt you. Don't you think the president has an obligation to always to do the presidential thing? Would you say that Donald Trump is presidential?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I mean, I maybe give him a 6.
What? What? Dude, at best, he's a 2.
Come on.
Presidential. I'm talking about even George Bush. I'm talking about Clinton. I'm talking about Reagan. All the motherfuckers come off presidential. He's like he's like the guy's guy,
hey,
and
man,
I like that about him.
He's breaking the mold. I don't know.
I'll give you that, but man, you got people going.
But
on
everyone's
the
using
words.
the presidential thing is like, this is the way you're supposed to be. And sometimes maybe being the president is being something different and standing up for something different and showing a different path and doing something different to break that mold, because everybody falls into that presidential way of doing things because you have to be presidential.
Dude, he's being president. He's not necessarily all his fault, but I would argue that a lot of what he has done in this under his watch, there's been some vicious things go down. Now, most of it's not, it's not his fault that it's fucking China. Well, a lot of people would argue it is. I'm not going to say the China virus is his fault. A lot of people do, saying he fucked it up as a president, did not do, and then he openly admitted, well, what are you supposed to do? We want to panic people? It's like, I get what you're saying, but like,
there's no playbook for it. Like, I don't know.
I mean, but he like, would you rather be told the truth or say not, and then all of a sudden your kid's dead, or let's say your grandma? Personally, let us know, and then don't come out and be like, oh, of course I lied. What do you think? I'm like, he said that. He said that.
Speaking real quick of grandmas and COVID, my 96-year-old grandma was diagnosed with COVID 2 weeks ago. She's kicking ass right now.
She's killing it.
She's killing it. Killing it.
Like, feels good.
Feels good. I mean, she's living in a nursing home. She has dementia, but all her vitals are good.
Was she sick from it or anything?
She didn't have like major symptoms, like just tired and didn't want to eat and stuff like that. But she's eating now, and
that's not too bad.
Back up. I'm 96 years old, man.
I mean, when I had that shit, it wasn't fun. That shit was not fun. Man.
I mean, she's a tough old lady from Germany, man. Born in Germany, like, I mean, she.
Oh, well, that's why shit.
Well, I'm just saying though, it's just like,
she's a champ.
She is a champ.
You think that runs? Do you think
so? Cheers, Oma, to you and beating COVID's ass.
Do you handle being sick well?
In my mind, yes. You ask my wife, probably not.
Dude, women always say that. They say we're pussy. I feel like it's true. I feel like I'm kind of a pussy when it comes to getting sick.
I think I am too. I mean,
like,
to be honest, right here
sucks.
You know, like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I could be dying.
Are you a hypochondriac?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, me too.
I start feeling some shit, man. I go start WebMD and shit, and like everything, like you're gonna die.
No, well, you can't. Okay, you can't do that.
No,
you can't. Yeah. Oh my God. I remember a long time ago, my hands had these like white spots on them. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like freaking out.
Stop masturbating.
No, I did.
Hence.
No, so I'm freaking out, and I'm talking to Steve. I'm like, Steve, man. I'm like, I don't know what to do. My hand is like this white shit all over it. He's like, oh shit, and then I'm Googling shit and like, oh man, this could be. I saw him and I showed him. He goes, motherfucker, that's just dry hands.
Wash your hands, bro. Put some lotion on those fucking things.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you think I'm good? He goes, I've had that like 100 times. I'm like, okay. I was freaking out, but he's bad too. I don't like being a hypochondriac. I don't know. I don't think I'm as. I bet you some people are really bad. but that shit's
Right.
not fun.
I bet in the definition of hypochondriac, you probably don't fall into it. Maybe I don't fall into it, but
Like, what do you think of like a real what do you think? What is the definition of a hypochondriac? Like the official. I feel like I know it, but I don't know it.
right. I don't know. Like,
What is a hypochondriac?
Here's the definition of hypochondriac: a person who is abnormally anxious about their health.
Okay, so yeah, I guess that's.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm abnormally anxious about my health. I feel like I'm only abnormally anxious about my health. That's hard to say. When I feel ill, when I feel sick or something, then it starts like, then the wheels start spinning. Like, well, why do I feel like this? I normally don't feel like this. What's going on? Because I don't want to go to the doctor. So I'd rather try to self-diagnose. And then once you self-diagnose, then you're on the internet. And it's like,
that fucking internet.
Then there's a whole fucking rabbit hole of bullshit that could be wrong with you.
That's the problem. That's why you can't do it.
And then you go to the doctor and they're like, no, everything's fine.
Nah, bro. Yeah, you're fine. You just got a sore throat. You're like,
That's
okay.
it.
I thought it was AIDS.
Thought it was AIDS.
What about like cricks in your body? Do you getting those? I know I get those.
Getting those, man. I've been getting those for fucking 20 years.
Does your back hurt? My back.
All the time. I'm actually on some shit right now, man. My fucking so I'm on a Mediterranean diet, and I'm on
what is that?
Basically low protein. I'm eating a lot of olive oil, vegetables, rice, good whole grains and stuff like that.
How's it feeling?
Well, I'm only on day 2, but so far so good. I had to wait till after the holidays, man. And my doctor tried to put me on it before, and I'm like, come on, man. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I got all sorts of shit going on right now. But I've been having some issues, like I don't know if it's digestion, acid reflux, something. I don't know. I got some weird feelings in my chest or whatever going on in my back, and so they thought maybe it was like acid reflux. So I'm like, get some acid reducers. Told me to go on a Mediterranean diet for a couple weeks and reevaluate.
You know what's funny? So you're on the Mediterranean, which is like veggies and low protein, and right now I'm on the carnivore diet, which is all protein, nothing else.
I love it.
It was
I love it, and fuck you.
I really am. I'm on day 3.
I ate a whole carrot today just for a snack.
I think I had chicken.
Did you remove the feathers?
No. Feathers, beak, and all. No, I didn't have chicken. I had steak and eggs.
Nice.
Twice, because I made a bunch of steak and made eggs twice. No, but so Joe Rogan like swears by this.
I mean, I believe it.
Supposedly, you gain a bunch of energy.
Yeah.
You do shit a lot. I haven't necessarily experienced it, but I'm only on day 2.
Do shit a lot like you're active, or do shit a lot like you crap?
Not like like poo poo.
Poo poo.
Yeah, poo poo.
Poo poo.
Fucking poo poo.
Poo poo.
And then
Daddy, I gotta go duty.
And and I guess it's really good it gives you a ton of energy. So I don't know. I'm gonna give it a shot just to challenge myself. Fuck it. And I love meat, so why not?
Yeah, right.
Which is funny because I've tried vegetarian. I just be trying shit, man.
But what I like about it, I mean, and that's good to try stuff, because like even in the 2 or 3 days that my wife and I have been doing this, I mean, we've made some good stuff, and it's been like, I'm like, we should just like do this normally, like once in a while, like into our repertoire of things, She made a really good like roasted veggie tzatziki like pita sandwich. I mean, that was fucking killer.
That sounds good.
I mean, it was delicious, and like the fact that like it had no meat in it.
So you're like kind of a vegetarian a little bit.
A little bit. I mean, you can have some proteins like turkey. We had she did some turkey burgers the other day that were awesome. That we
y'all just be cooking it up in that motherfucker, huh?
That we always do. Man.
Y'all just be
that's it. Yeah.
Cooking shit up.
We did a meatless bolognese with mushrooms and walnuts.
Oh, but did it feel like there was meat?
It you know what? Honestly,
they're getting good at this.
It kind of did.
Yeah, they're getting good.
We made it at home, and I mean, it tasted awesome. And I mean, I knew there was a meat in there, but if I didn't know that there was a meat in there, I mean, I probably would have questioned a little bit. I mean, the flavor was good, the texture was good. Like
you tried to eat them Impossible Burgers, Beyond Burgers.
I haven't yet, and
dude,
and I need to try it.
I think you'd be shocked. I made a couple of videos about it. It's shockingly good.
I need to try it just because now we're kind of in that realm right now of doing all that, and like just for shits and giggles.
Would you go vegan?
Would I?
Or how about would you try some vegan dishes?
Yeah.
There's a place right here, bro. That's extremely good. It's extremely good. I was shocked. And no dairy, no nothing. I'm like, there was like a cream sauce. Like, how do you make a cream sauce? It probably
Wild.
wasn't, huh?
Well, I said wild.
I wonder,
It's
like,
wild how they do that shit.
it was like a cilantro cream, but I'm like, this is like
But
mayo.
how?
I have no idea. Maybe walnuts. I don't know.
Well, I guess you do. I mean, because there's like vegan mayos that are made out
Yeah,
of.
it's vegan cheese, all kind of shit.
Yeah. So
But, and the vegan cheese, no, it was good. It tastes like artificial cheddar, like that flavor.
was the flavor, the texture that
No, the texture was straight.
texture is straight. Okay, so
No,
the flavor.
they figured the textures out. Yeah, the
Okay.
burger is like a burger. It bleeds and shit. It's weird. It's
That
like
is
it was.
bleeds beet juice.
Yeah, it bleeds. And I remember I took a bite and I'm like, this is good. It was really good.
Where'd you have that from?
I made it.
Oh, you made
It
it.
was a Beyond Burger.
Okay.
And I also tried the Impossible. I bought both at different times when they both were good.
Yeah, but my wife and I, we're quote unquote foodies or whatever. We love trying new stuff, and we like, incorporating it into our repertoire of stuff just because we like to eat clean, eat healthy, We fall off the rails every once in a while like everybody else does, but I mean just to try that stuff and incorporate it into your weekly or monthly routine or whatever, I think is great.
Yeah, so why not just try it, eat a little bit better.
Yeah.
Now, like right now, I feel like I don't have to shit, but I feel like it's rumbling.
Do you want to take a break?
No.
No, yeah. You just shit right there in the seat.
No, I can hang. But Rogan was saying, the thing about the carnivore diet is when you got to go, you got to go. And there's like it's diarrhea almost. But he did it like a month last year and he crushed it. Lost 20 pounds eating all meat, which is crazy.
So when you say carnivore diet, all meat.
Meat, a little bit of cheese, and you can do like a little bit of dairy shit, and that's it. All
Cheese, dairy,
animal shit.
no starch,
Nope.
no vegetables,
Nope.
just meat.
Yep. Just straight meat.
And you lost weight.
He lost 20-something pounds. He also, works out and shit, but he was working out before.
I guess my brother-in-law was on a carnivore diet or some shit, and I guess you're eating the right fats and doing whatever. I guess.
I guess it's supposed to be high fat. You want like high fat,
Yeah, but good fats, not like fat fats.
like what would you consider a bad fat?
Like
on a meat.
Like when you cut off the fat of a ribeye and just eat that you don't want that.
I bet you can have a little bit though.
Maybe a little bit.
First of all, that ribeye fat, if it's the right amount, it's delicious.
I totally agree. I'm talking in the realm of a fucking dietary.
I really think that they want you to. I could be wrong, but I think they want you to eat. Let's play it instead of talking. Let's figure it out.
I think it's certain fats. Like I don't think you just eat all meat and all fat that you want. That's not a diet, Chris.
What is the carnivore diet?
According to Healthline, the carnivore diet is a restrictive diet that only includes meat, fish, and other animal foods like eggs and certain dairy products. It excludes all other foods, including fruits, vegetables, legumes, grains, nuts, and seeds.
What's legumes? Is that mushrooms?
Like beans.
Oh, fucking beans. I like beans too.
I love beans.
Fucking beans. What's your favorite bean?
It's a good question.
I know it ain't black beans. No, I'm joking.
You know what? I do love myself some black beans.
I actually don't.
No?
I like white beans.
So we keep Great Northern white beans, black beans, kidney beans, and garbanzo beans.
Wait, Northern beans? Was that Livy? I remember that. That used to be a site. It was delicious.
Oh yeah. Fuck shit. Yeah, that was a long
really
time
good.
ago. Yeah.
Northern beans. I like refried beans.
I love refried beans.
I love taco. So for a while, I was literally eating taco. I think I told you this.
I think the last time we had the podcast, or I was on the podcast, you were talking about.
So what was that? A month and a half ago?
Your taco diet.
I was on a taco diet. I was like at least 5 times a week. Tacos.
How'd that go? How much weight did you lose during the taco diet?
Like 10 pounds.
That's insane.
Like 10 pounds. Now here's the thing though. We talked about this before. I'll talk about it again. I wasn't eating the beans and the chips and all the bullshit, and I was only eating and I'm only doing single shells. I'm not doing the double shells like at the restaurants.
Right.
That's a big deal. That's because
No, all that shit adds up for sure.
yeah, you know, and I was eating less of it, but I'm like, you know, if I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna eat what I want. But I'll tell you one thing though, I'll never get sick of tacos.
I love tacos.
Like I literally can eat them every day, all day. Like, and I could do different kinds: breakfast, lunch, dinner. Like I remember one day I literally had tacos 3 times. I had eggs in the morning, like eggs, cilantro, onion, and then twice I had rotisserie chicken tacos, and then I had steak tacos for dinner.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
People think I'm crazy when I say that, and then I lost weight. They're like, "What?" But you can't have like 48 tacos. That's the problem.
Right, but you were eating the right kind of tacos too. You were just, you know.
You talking about like corn?
Well, corn, but I just mean just like in general. Like you weren't eating them with all the like the bad bullshit on there.
Oh, and like Taco Bell tacos.
Taco Bell tacos, stuff with sour cream and cheese, and you know, 90%.
Do you like
fat
Taco
ground
Bell?
beef. I mean, there's a
for
soft
fast
spot
food,
in my
yeah.
heart in it for certain times. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's like one of the fast food. It's like yeah, but it's shit. But you know,
I mean, it's all shit, man. All that fast food is shit.
some fast food. Like I feel like not Chipotle,
Fuck
Chick-fil-A.
Chipotle. I've never eaten a Chick-fil-A.
I've only eaten there once, but it didn't feel like fast food chicken. It felt like it was different.
Okay.
It felt like there was real.
Is that because you wanted it to feel different a little bit? Did you have a stigma before you ordered it?
Maybe,
like, this
but-
is going to be good chicken
Well,
because it's Chick-fil-A.
Remember when I did the chicken? I did the chicken sandwich off, and I got the one from KFC, Popeyes, KFC, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
So I went into there thinking who has the best. Now I was biased. I knew I was going to pick Popeyes, just because I don't know. First of all, I love Popeyes. I was right, but
I was right.
I could be biased. That shit was. Have you had the Popeyes chicken sandwich?
I haven't.
It's good, man. It's good, but
I'll check it out.
and it's got that Popeyes flavor. If that makes any sense.
little heat, little
Like
something.
it's the Louisiana spices, whatever.
Okay.
Did you hear? Wait, this is true. Supposedly, that it's different. Popeyes is different in Louisiana.
No, I have not heard that.
Yeah, like I guess I've heard this. Again, I don't know, but if you get it from Louisiana, it's different from the rest of the country.
It's probably like a little more Louisiana, a little more intense.
You think you think that's what it is? Like a little bit more spicy?
Probably.
I have to try Popeyes from Louisiana.
I've been to Louisiana once, but I've never tried.
Food is phenomenal.
Oh, it's great. Rich though, man. I mean, like you're not losing weight eating it. Like, I think we might have been talking about.
Was this on a pod? I'm not sure if it was
It
on
might
a
have
pod.
been because I think maybe when we did our first pod, it was right after I went to Louisiana for the first time.
It's like last November or some shit.
Yeah, and because it was for my niece's wedding, and I was likening my trip to Louisiana to Vegas, like in and out in just a few days, man.
It's too much.
Like, because I mean, just the way the drinking is there, how accessible it is. I mean, taking to-go cups. I mean, open containers in vehicles. like if you're in a taxi or if you're in an Uber or whatever, or Lyft or whatever.
Yeah, it's kind of like Vegas, right?
Yeah, you can drink. I haven't been to Vegas since the whole Uber Lyft thing. But yeah, you can drink in the back of a cab, Lyft, whatever. So you can drink wherever the fuck you are.
I mean, you could drink out here in an Uber.
Can you?
I mean, maybe not legally. I do all the time.
Okay,
or
but
I
okay.
did.
But I mean, legally, like they encourage it. Like some of those Lyft drivers, Uber drivers, like you know, how some people have like the
Waters.
mints and the waters
Yeah.
and the fucking snacks.
Hey, want
or
a
whatever.
beer?
Exactly. That's how it is out there.
I'll tell you. I remember when I went to New Orleans, and I might have said this on the pod. My bad if y'all heard this. During the day there was a special. Buy a beer, get 2 for free.
Yeah, they have some crazy shit going on down there.
You buy one $7 beer and you get 3 fucking Bud Lights. And it's Louisiana, so it's hot as fuck, so you have to drink them fast. So I'm tanked out of my mind drunk. And I remember I was just starting to lose weight, but I was still big. I was probably like 375. And I had tried to get on a mechanical bull. Let me tell you, that's not easy, man.
That's not easy.
Especially when you're 300. You know what? I got to take a shit, so you got to pause.
All right, we're pausing.
Holy shit, he wasn't lying. All right, we're back.
We're back.
Bro.
How was it?
That was the first time I experienced it. So it's been this day 3 or 2 or something like that? Yep. It's diarrhea. When you got to go, you got to go. Remember, you see how fast I had to go?
It was like a light switch just turned on, bro.
Oh god damn! I saw a funny meme on my phone too.
Is that what you were laughing at?
Yeah, I was laughing. It was a picture of Bill Clinton like going like this, laughing, and it said, "And you guys hated me for getting my dick sucked." That was funny. Oh man, think about that. He literally got his dick sucked
In the Oval Office, I'm told.
Yeah, it's kind of boss actually. That's kind
There's
of
none.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I mean, shit. Holy fuck! What the fuck are we talking about?
I don't know. I literally told you that before we turned this back on. I don't remember what we're talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, first of all, I want to say this. Thank you for all you motherfuckers that's been coming through buying the hoodies and the shirts and stuff and masks now. I got hats coming out. It's overwhelming in a good way. Like
It's been crazy,
I'm
man.
overwhelmed with like awesomeness. And it's what's interesting is a lot of people came out of the like woodwork, that you didn't know fucked with you so hard. I'd be like, oh shit, and like somebody who I hadn't talked to in years, be like, hey man, where can I get one of those hoodies?
Yeah.
That's cool to me. That people have supported me. They supported the brand. To me, it's a movement. It's because I know what it's like to feel like you don't want to do some shit, and I believe, I'm talking straight from my heart right now. Like, if you just follow your dream, regardless of whatever the fuck is going on, just give yourself permission to do it, say cares none and do it. That's the whole idea behind it. And I think that a lot of people can relate to that,
Sure.
especially the way this society's set up, and, you stay in line, do what the fuck you gotta, and it's shocking how many people have come through.
No, it's been nuts, man. I mean, I see your posts about it all the time, man, and it's
Because I gotta advertise it.
no, for sure, but it's surreal, like just as
You see it, right?
someone watching it.
Yeah, it's not like it's not some bullshit.
No, it's not.
And-
And the people that are buying it, I mean, it's not. I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. You got people all over the country, all over the world, right?
And I haven't sent out of the country yet,
Okay,
but definitely all over the country.
but all over the world that follow the podcast.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I definitely got people who fuck with me all over the world, but not the merch yet. It's coming though.
That's crazy though.
But it's and there's been a lot of repeat business, which is awesome. Like I've had people like call me in the middle of the night, like, "Hey man, I need 2 more." Like
right, you posted some pictures, man, of like, especially around the holidays, of like the family, like
yeah, the
cares,
whole how
cares
dope,
none.
how cool is that? That the whole
The
fam.
family, like the kitty hoodies.
Yeah, I'm like, so it's about to turn into like I'm going all in on the like just it ain't gonna be just hoodie like.
Well, you just don't do things half-ass, man. When you go all in.
I take that as a compliment, and that's
For the brief amount of time that that I've known you, that you've been part of my life, man. I mean, you've never been a person that just goes half-hearted into something, into anything.
I don't like doing it, man.
No.
if you're gonna do it, do it. Which is a good point. I forgot who I was. Maybe I was talking to Mike, but this is gonna sound crazy, but this is how I really feel about myself. Since I was a little boy, I've always felt that like the universe blessed me with something, and I didn't know what the fuck it was. I'm like, I just feel something else. Ironically or coincidentally, I always get those two mixed up. My grandmother tried to get me in a movie when I was younger. Like super, like I'm talking, 8 years old, but I
Yeah.
was shy as piss. Like I was brutal.
Really?
But I had personality when I wasn't shy. Like I was, everyone loved me, but I was
Right.
like, oh man, all these fucking people, like this is weird,
Fuck
you know?
this.
Like there's grown ass adults that couldn't do that, so I obviously didn't make it, right? But I always knew, man, I always knew something. But to piggyback to that point I was trying to make is that if I stay consistent, and I believe this for everyone now, if you stay consistent and true to something that you believe that you want to do, it'll take care of you. I really feel that way. For instance, I was going to be a DJ back in the day, like all through college, and I was actually getting a little bit of buzz. I swear to God, like it got big. It got big to the point where, and mind you, I didn't really even know how to do it, but I had the personality of a DJ,
Right.
And I was putting some time in, but I wasn't like this killer DJ yet. I was pretty much just throwing a record. What I was good at is like the talking between, I would like the setup for the song. I was really good at that shit. Anyways, it was getting to the point where I was like putting my name on flyers and people were coming to those parties because, like, oh shit, it was Scylla was my DJ. And DJ Scylla, like, oh, DJ Scylla spinning your shit. We gotta go, and it got to that.
I hear people calling you Scylla once in a while.
Yeah, Steve calls me Scylla. A couple, not
Is that because of the DJ?
no,
Or does Scylla have another meaning to it?
So all right, here's what I think it came from. So my nickname was LC in high school,
Okay.
and I
Why
give
LC?
well. You want which story you want?
I want them all, man. Like, what
Okay,
the
all
fuck?
All right, you're not gonna believe the story, but this is the truth on everything I love. So we had this room, this like it was the field house, it was after school one day, and I'm messing around with this girl at school in the field house. It was like a basketball game or some shit, I don't know, but I'm messing around. She put her hand on my pants and was like, "Swear to God, shit you not." She goes, "Damn, that's a large cock." I swear to God. And then that's not it. So I'm like, oh, okay. But I told all my boys, I'm like, this shit happened, right? So then we like got in trouble for talking in class. So then they started saying, okay, LC. And then it stuck for like 4 years. And actually still today. But then we couldn't tell people. I couldn't tell teachers and people's parents why they were calling me LC, so I had to make something up. And just so happened my middle and last name initials were LC. So it worked out perfect. But so anyone who was calling me LC, you were essentially calling me large cock. But then all the smart asses, little cock. Teachers were calling me lost cause. That was kind of fucked up. I got called Mr. Conklin, motherfucker. It was like, oh, the LC stands for lost cause. It's kind of fucked up.
All right, what an asshole.
No,
way to mold young minds, motherfucker.
He's actually a cool teacher, but I'll never forget that. What a cocksucker. But so anyways, so that's how that story happened. And then Scylla, I think a guy named Adrian Velasquez. So it was LC. So one day he said just El Scylla. No, it's Pedro Benuelos, for those who know. He said El Scylla the gorilla, which is kind of fucked up too, but I was big as fuck,
Right.
And it was the El Scylla gorilla, and then it just turned
to the El Scylla.
No, then it turned into El Scylla.
Right.
A lot of people call me El Scylla. I actually had like hats. I would put El Scylla on my hat, L''Cilla, and then like Steve and them just started calling me Scylla. They literally call me Uncle Scylla. So like his kid calls me Uncle Scylla. It's just
that's
nuts,
cool, man.
It's nuts. So that's how that started, man. But go back, I was DJ Scylla. So to go back to the original, to circle back, I'm getting better.
Circle back.
I would have been good at that because I was getting already, and I didn't know what I was doing. Imagine if I had still been doing that today, and I have my 10 years in, my 10,000 hours, I could have been epic. Or I was actually a barber. I swear to God, I was cutting hair like through 2 years of college.
Really?
Yeah, I cut hair. So,
shit.
Swear to God. So, like, if I would have stayed on that, I would have, you know what I'm saying? It was just a matter of stick to something. Stick-to-itiveness,
Right.
And finally, then YouTube came out, and everyone goes, dude, you got to stick to it. You can't just give up when, and that's what it was. I would give up because I wasn't seeing either the results I wanted or something would happen. I remember the reason I stopped DJing is because I had to sell my turntables for, like, rent money or some shit. Yeah, I know. That's
goddamn rent money.
Oh, man. Never again will I sell whatever my pride is for something like that, or I just live in my car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I just think about that. And I actually still might do the DJ thing again because it's something that I would enjoy to do.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Not now because we can go play, but maybe Mexico. I heard they're turning up in Mexico.
Are they?
It's like nothing. It's 100% normal. Everything. If people are from California. As a matter of fact, this is what I heard. There's a theory that how California is like fucked right now with COVID.
Super fucked, yeah.
It's because motherfuckers are going to Mexico, turning up, and coming back. And Mexico's right down the damn street. I mean, like, they're partying hard. Like 1999 in this bitch.
Jeff says hi. I worked with him today. He was just in Mexico. But yeah, he said it was crazy down there.
He said it was nuts, right?
Yeah, no rules, no
like
masks,
0%.
No
one gives a fuck.
That's right.
Which is interesting.
Just take your shot at tequila, man. You'll be fine.
That's interesting, though, because you don't hear Mexico, you don't hear problems with them.
No, unless you're in Mexico, man. I don't know. I don't listen to the Mexican local news.
I guess that's a good point. I don't hear shit about the Mexican news.
Right? We got our own problems here in the States, man.
It always makes you think, like, not only talk about the conspiracies.
I mean, do you hear about? I mean, what do you hear about in other countries? Regardless, I mean, how many problems do you hear about in Europe or this, that, the other?
Well, I hear Europe shit all the time. They got some crazy shit, a new strand.
I mean, you hear whispers of it, but you don't hear Well,
I heard a lot about that new strand, and we just got our first one in California.
Well, that's right, but just because you only hear about it because now it's in the United States.
Right. No, I heard about it first before it was like there's a new strand in the UK,
Okay.
and then like a week later, I heard that we got our first one, which
Like
means
the first one was in Colorado or
some shit like that,
Seattle
yeah.
or some shit.
I don't know, man. Fucking 2020. You can't even say 2020 anymore. You gotta say 2021 because it's just as epic too so far. We still, dude. I don't think it's over.
Well, no shit, it's not over.
I mean, like the craziness. For some reason, I'm like, how about this? Do you think it'll ever just be like chill again, or is it always going to be something?
No, I think it will be chill again. It has to be.
Like, can we get like 3 months?
I think it will.
Do you think we'll have in this year? Do you think we'll have a 3 month span where it feels normal?
Yes, I totally do. With the vaccine out,
So that
vaccines.
So that won't be till like summer.
That's when like the majority of the population will be able to get it or whatever. Supposedly, I don't know. Are you? Gonna get it?
Nah, I really don't want that first run. No,
No, yeah, me neither.
I don't want the first. Let me let y'all fuck with that a little bit. I mean, listen, a lot of people are taking it now, so I'm starting to see, and none of them dying off or no shit.
I mean, some of them are.
People have died off of the vaccine.
Yeah, maybe. I think so. I don't know.
Oh, I didn't hear that. That's fucked up.
According to the interweb.
Oh, I didn't
I mean,
hear that.
I haven't checked any sources, but yeah, I mean,
You've heard that people are dying of the vaccine.
Not people dying, but persons have died. I mean, I don't know enough to cause like.
Wait, in America's vaccine, I've heard about.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah, I'm a chill.
Like
on
I thought I read or maybe heard something on some who knows what that some
Was it Alibaba?
it was not Alibaba that some physician, I thought it was in the States, had taken the vaccine and that, whatever, 14 days, 12 days, 10 days, whatever later, like he died. But that's all I heard. I don't know if it was because of the vaccine. I didn't hear the whole fucking story.
He could get hit by a bus, technically.
Right, yeah. I just either I saw or read or heard like the headline to like draw you into the story, and then like life just kept happening for me, and I just didn't hear the rest of the story.
Would you rather get hit by a bus and die, or die a slow COVID death?
I don't know. I'm not too fearful of the whole COVID thing.
So but you're going to die.
But I'm going to die?
For sure. No, yeah. So that's the deal. You're going to die both ways. One's going to be savagely with a bus, or the other one would be a slow. You haven't had COVID yet, so I can't really describe to you what it's like. But
Right,
it ain't
right.
fun. It ain't fun.
Right, but I mean, I know some people other than yourself, too, that have had COVID.
And it's like nothing.
And they've had different experiences with it,
right. That's what's weird about this thing. It's all different for everybody.
Have you had any lasting or lingering effects?
Not that I know of.
Like headaches or...
I mean, I got my CLL. I don't know if that has
Right.
anything to do with that, but other than that,
What's going on with that? Anything new?
no, I gotta go back in there February 4th and just another checkup, and hopefully everything's
But
cool.
I mean, how you feeling overall? I mean, outside the fact that you know that you are dealing with this, you feel fairly normal, or
yeah, I mean, I feel normal. I get a little fatigued sometimes. That's why I'm trying. That's what literally why I'm trying this meat thing, because it's supposed to give you a ton of energy.
mm-hmm.
I know when I work out, but I could just be getting old and shit too, and just and
hard
then
to say, right?
in this year, it's easy to get tired because you're not doing shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but my neck feels a little weird sometimes, and we talked about that before,
Yeah.
and I can't tell if that's. So I'm gonna ask him when I go in there, But other than that, feel pretty fucking normal. Feel better than I have in a while, actually. Oddly,
That's good.
so I don't know, man. But like I said, I'm not even going to give that shit any fucking energy. I'll go in and take care of my shit. And
But back to your question, I think I'd rather die the slow COVID death right now
than to quickly die
Yeah.
by a bus.
Yeah, because I feel like at least
Because you want
now-
an open casket?
No, I'm not that vain. I don't care. I just feel like maybe some more. I mean, you know what? Because I feel like young enough. I mean, I got shit. I feel like some get some affairs in order kind of thing. You know, with the kid and the wife and the this and that.
Okay, that's a
Say
good
some
point.
things. This, I don't know.
Like Aleya, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if I, it depends, I guess, what stage of life you're in, maybe, or how life is treating you. Maybe just fucking finish me, man. Like, give it to me quick.
I saw a meme once or it was a meme, and somebody said, "What is the one thing people waste their money on?" Or I forgot. I think it was don't waste your money on. And he goes, "Fucking caskets, man, funerals, man. Don't put me in a casket. Just throw me in the fucking trash." I was like, that's funny. Just throw me in the trash, bro.
Just throw me in the trash. You don't need to spend that kind
Hey,
of
let's do one for old time's sake. I want to
All
do
right,
this.
what do you got?
All right, so we're gonna do the pod decks. Now, let's.
I forget what's what now. The black ones, the white ones. What do we got?
All right. Well, we see everything in gray. Remember?
I do, yes. But I mean, the cards are literally black and white.
It's in the cards. No, hold on. So the first ones are. We're not gonna do this one out of the. If you were to die and come back as okay, let's do these.
Okay.
All right. So the first one. If you had to teach a class on one thing, what would you teach? And then you do the next one.
So right now, what would I teach?
And I'll answer it too.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I think right now, just with the way my life is right now, I think I would just try to choose something easy as far as either
Easy.
if I had to teach something, just a class.
Well, I think the question is more like, what do you know? Like, what could you teach?
No, it's asking me what I would teach.
I guess technically.
Right? Like,
I just try to add my own shit into my phone.
Yeah, you answer the
Yeah.
fucking question however you want to
Yeah,
answer,
you're right. My
motherfucker.
fault.
You
You're
ask me the question.
That's a good point.
You
My
son of a bitch.
That's funny.
I'm gonna take the easier path, and I'll just
That's
I'll
good
teach
point.
you how to cook something, smoke something,
but that still makes my point because you know how to do
or
those
make
things.
some drinks or something. Just something kind of
Okay.
easy.
Yeah. Okay. So it's still the same thing because I would argue from what I know.
In high school, we had to do like a demonstration for like speech, and I chose to do a demonstration on like how to do a backflip off the parallel bars in gymnastics because I was.
Oh yeah, you were hardcore with
because I was a gymnast, and
Okay.
that was easy for me to explain.
So pick one.
I would probably do a cocktail class.
So you feel confident in your cocktail skills.
Enough to teach a class to laymen.
So
yes.
you're being humble. You know your cocktails, and you know how to cook. See, I would argue you're pretty good on both of those fronts, but you would say you're probably a little bit better at drinks than you are at cooking.
Honestly, I would say I'm probably a little bit better at cooking, ad-libbing for cooking than I am with drinks. Drinks, I feel it takes me a lot longer to craft a cocktail.
Ooh, that's what you're saying.
You
But-
know?
but we're talking about the teaching aspect.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I can explain like the basics of a teaching thing better than I could explain maybe the theory and some of the basics of cooking. Like you put me in a kitchen and give me a handful of ingredients, I'll come up with something and I'll just do it. Maybe no rhyme or reason in my head why I'm doing it. It's just like I feel that. Maybe I can't explain it. But for cocktail, I know the practices of it and maybe why you should lean this way or that way for certain things or blend these things or how to balance a cocktail versus how to balance a dish.
Yeah, there's like books and shit on that too. Like,
There's books on a lot of stuff. You should go to the library.
if I had to answer that question, it is a tough question. I would say I would probably teach men how to be better with women, which is oddly enough would actually turn more into how to be a better man. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that.
So I think teaching men how to be better men would make them better with women.
Right.
Right. So like there's no game. There's no such thing as there's a such thing, but the best game is no game. In my just if you be you,
Just be right.
bust that ass. You can't just be a slob. Like here's one thing I always talk about: be dope. And it is, and I really do believe that it comes down to a choice. Just be dope, but you also have to actively work towards bettering yourself.
Sure.
And I go hard at it. So, but even if you just go at your own pace, but as long as you're improving, then you're dope. Then who could tell you as long as you're working hard, you're trying to be the best you, then you're good. So I would say probably it would lead into teaching men how to be better women, but it would start with being better men. I think that, but there's a lot of things I could do. But I think,
Hey man, the sky's the limit with you.
I know. I mean, I feel like another thing I would do would be like another one. I don't think I would choose it over the first one, but figuring out how to overcome obstacles. and like the things that I do to help me get to a place where it's easier to beat obstacles, because it's like steps and onions.
Like a life coach kind of thing.
Kinda, yeah. To be honest, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I really think you could venture down that path too.
I still think I kind of do.
Life Coach Scylla, man.
Life Coach Scylla. All right, your turn.
All right, the big black dude.
Yeah. All right.
Let me fix this microphone, huh?
I'm actually excited.
Are you? Let's see what we got here. What's left on your bucket list?
Ooh. Ooh. I definitely got to check out some other countries. I gotta get Europe, Asia, Japan.
I feel you on that. I was thinking travel myself.
That's probably the number one. I got to see more of the earth. I kind of want to go to Russia. Because it's so fucking big. Like, no one ever talks about, like...
Not as big as it used to be in the 80s, though.
Oh, what do you mean?
Like, Russia was like a big... Like,
when it was the USSR?
Exactly. They even wrote a song about it.
I would say that. Traveling is a motherfucker. Stand-up comedy. I got to do it once. Skydiving.
I did skydiving. So far, I'm with you with the traveling and not necessarily stand up, but I would like to find myself in some kind of improv scenario.
Hey, when shit opens up, do it with me.
Maybe. I have a very big stigma with performance and whatever. There's something like in my head. It sounds good, but actually going. I don't know
what I read? Someone told me once. I forgot who it was. Maybe I heard it online. You know what? It was Dr. Drew. I think. Shockingly, no, I don't even listen to him. He goes, everyone, whether you're trying to be in comedy or not, can really benefit from an improv class.
I believe it.
So I'm like, I got to do it. And I meant to do it, and then I didn't, and then COVID. So, but like, it's just uncomfortable. And you know what I mean? Just get up there and just, first of all, you would crush it. I'm just telling you that right now. You would absolutely crush that. But then number two, I mean, it'd be fun, and we could talk about it. On this show.
That's true.
I'm just saying it'd be great, personally.
After COVID, you look into it a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. After, yeah. When
float me the details.
It might not be till 2028 the way shit's going, but when it does, yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. So stand up or improv, but no, stand up for me personally.
I would love to see you do stand up.
I got to do it. I think I'd kill it too.
Oh, dude, you would.
I think I'm gonna kill it. But I just gotta learn the ins and outs, because it's not just a matter of going up there and being silly.
No,
there's
it's
structure.
Not. I mean, there is structure. So I have a buddy of mine who, total straight edge kid.
I think you told me about this guy.
I might have. My friend Wayne, total straight edge kid throughout high school. You know, only drank water, only had milk with cereal, like never drank anything. Fucking graduates high school, moves out to fucking Las Vegas, and becomes a Hold'em dealer.
Okay,
like what the fuck?
It's an interesting life.
Starts teaching art, junior high, I believe, art. You know, he was an artist, art advocate, whatever, in high school. And then starts just getting into these weird things. Starts doing, like, magic shows. Starts, like, fucking around.
Hey, people who do magic are interesting.
Oh, yeah, dude. And he's good, man. He's good. Like, him and I would fuck around with, like, stupid, like, magic shit in high school. Like, just, like...
Wait, did you ever, like, go to, like, restaurants and go to tables and, like, let me show you a trick?
You know what? I'll be honest with you. When my first restaurant job, because this was like right out of high school.
I can't wait to hear this.
Me and my buddy, we fucked around with like card tricks and stuff, and some small like sleight of hand things, like just for ourselves, just to kind of fuck around. And so in my first restaurant job, I did do that at some of my tables.
Those guys are fucking awesome. Like, who's the one dude? David Blaine.
David Blaine. He's a guy.
Yeah, but he's like a little bit weird.
Most magicians are. But yeah.
Okay, so he was on Joe Rogan's podcast, bro. He's an interesting fella. And he's not just a magician. He's also an extremist.
Okay.
So he just does extreme shit too. It's not always just
right. It's not always just magic. Like, it's just like
he literally swallowed a frog.
I'm gonna starve myself for 32 days.
It's like
and sit in a hot box.
Yeah,
suspended underneath the sun.
Yeah, I'm like, this is weird. And then Rogan was like, just in awe of how different this guy was, right?
Yeah, he's seen a lot of weird people. So
this dude, and he was interesting. It was a good weird, because he was interesting as fuck. But yeah, people who like those extreme dudes, they're a different kind of animal, man. That's a different animal. So, what are yours?
I mean, I was kind of going with you along the whole line of travel, definitely travel, bucket list. I know the wife and I really want to hit up Australia. We definitely want to see Europe.
Africa.
Africa, yeah. I want to go to Egypt for I mean, I've always been like into like the pyramid shit.
Hell yeah. Especially because I think there's something going on with that shit.
There has to be.
One, it's like how the fuck they get up there, no one knows, right? But then two, a lot of people say like where they are, like the coordinates are like these perfect math numbers. I don't know, and I'm talking out of my ass, but I know there's something to do with the coordinates are like.
Right. There's all sorts of weird shit about the pyramids.
Can we talk? Can we talk about what came in this new stimulus bill that no one's talking about? And
what? Please tell me.
Check this out, bro. This shit is crazy. There is a part of this latest bill that had a 180-day countdown till we are told more about aliens.
Huh.
That's a fact. That's not me that ain't some shit I read. No, that's real. That's in this bill.
I mean, they've been tiptoeing around that, I feel,
I
for
know,
the last, like,
but it's like
12 to 18 months, more so, right?
It's crazy. And then those monoliths, like, listen, I get it. There's people and shit, but that's just weird. It's just weird. That's all I'm saying. It's weird. The alien, and some people came out and said that they are for sure amongst us already. I mean, have you seen Dennis Rodman?
Oh, that motherfucker. Totally nailed it.
Yeah, but to me that's crazy, and it was in this bill.
That's weird that it was in the bill.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What the fuck does that have to do about me trying to eat?
How many months is 180 days?
Well, there's 30 months in a day, or no?
There's 30 months. Okay, asshole.
Wow. There's 30 days in a month.
There's 30 days in a month.
So 6 months.
All right, so right around summertime, huh? The aliens coming out,
right? 6 times.
I mean, it would be fitting.
That makes sense.
It would make sense. Yeah.
We just get out of COVID. It's like, bam, y'all gonna die from alien invasion.
No, it might not be a bad thing. It could be good.
It could be.
Why do you assume it's gonna be bad before it's good?
The whole alien thing?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I would think, yes, it's going to be bad before it's good, because I think the initial shock of it, whatever it is.
No, from the people, or I'm talking about from the aliens. Will the aliens come here on some, we got y'all, or we're going to be weird about the aliens?
Well, once they divulge the information, that's
the
itself
shit show?
is going to be weird, right? Because, like, I mean, I guess it depends on what they say. And what the extraterrestrial, or what is it aliens or is it just extraterrestrial? Because extraterrestrial life could just be microorganisms that.
Why you don't need a countdown for that?
Well, fuck, I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck.
I think like you don't need a countdown. Let us know you found some. First of all, there's some people that really don't believe that there's any. Like Steve, me and Steve argue this all the time. He would bet against there being other shit in the universe.
What?
Right? That's
the
crazy.
universe is so fucking big, man.
And he just said, so he's a numbers math guy.
Steve, you ever watch Star Wars?
He's a numbers math guy, and he's always like, that's why he's good at that shit, is because he makes calculated.
But I get that. But with the numbers math thing, I mean, the probability of us being the only intelligent life.
I think his argument is you can say that, because I asked him, where's smart money? And he said the smart money, I mean, there's been no sign of it ever before. So according to that theory, to me, I agree with you. Like, it's so big, come on. But then he's like, I mean, okay, then it's so big, but what the fuck? And we've never seen nothing ever in the history of, I don't know. I would bet everything I've ever owned, ever in my soul. I would bet my soul that there's something else going on.
I think I would piggyback on your bet.
So you would bet your soul that there's something.
I mean, I think so. I mean, all the stuff that's been coming. I mean, whatever. Before all the shit started coming out, the way it's been coming out over the course of the last year.
Yeah, they're just sprinkling that shit out.
Right. But even before that, I mean, I always felt that something.
Yeah, like it's just too big.
And now you start hearing all these other radio bursts coming out, repeating signals coming back to us.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, man.
Something's going on, man.
Something.
I can't wait till it's going to be like Independence Day.
Oh,
wait.
Welcome to Earth.
Wait, what if, is that 180 days away? July 4th?
Oh, it's pretty close.
It's close? It's close. It's fucking close.
It's close.
That would be funny. It's like Will Smith and shit, too. He's like, I'm the alien this whole time, bitches.
Will
All right.
Smith and Jeff Goldblum.
I'm about to go next.
All right, what we got?
All right. If you had to delete all but 3 apps from your smartphones, which 3 would you keep?
If I had to delete all but 3?
It's a weird way to say that. Just say, what 3 apps ain't you deleting?
Ain't I deleting? Let's see. I mean, I don't even.
And that's
use-
all the apps. That can even be like your text. I think that could be like your text. That's an app.
It is. So, I mean, I would keep my Amazon Prime. I would keep my text,
All right.
and I would keep my my Google. Like, I don't know, man. Like,
Ooh, the Google one's a good one. Now, wait, hold on. For me personally, I don't really press an app when I ask Google. So do I get the technicality that I don't have to use that?
hey, man, it's your podcast. You can get any
No, I'm
technicality you
asking
want.
you. You're the co-host.
Well,
do I get it?
Because it's still an app.
Okay, so okay. So
Because
yeah,
if the app wasn't there, you couldn't say, "Hey Google," right? Whether it's voice activated or not.
Yeah, so there's an application on the phone that allows you to do that. Okay, that's fair. All right, so I agree with that. Google, but that also allows me the internet, or is that part of it too?
We can combine Google and internet.
Okay. I'm going Google. I'm going YouTube.
Yeah, you're a big YouTuber.
Wait, hold on. But if I can get on the internet, I can get to YouTube. I can save
true.
one.
All right. You're thinking fourth dimensionally.
Okay.
Doc Brown would be
All
proud.
right. So no YouTube. I'm going internet, text, and
Instagram.
oh, you know what? I think I have to.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. I wouldn't even, that's fucked up. I didn't even think about that first, but yeah, for sure. Instagram.
I got you. Your co-host got you.
Yeah, you got me. Fuck. What about you? So, Amazon.
Amazon, my text, and Google.
All right.
That's what I would do.
All right, we're getting close. So let's do a couple more.
All right.
Damn. Yeah, IG's got to stay. No, because no. That's part of internet.
Okay.
I could no.
All right,
Yeah,
pick a third, bro.
The phone calling. That counts.
How many people do you talk? Well, you talk.
No, you gotta talk. Yeah, I talked to Steve today for an
No,
hour.
you talk to Steve all the time.
Yeah.
That's real. As I was saying that, I'm thinking, well, he talks to Steve. every day.
Yeah, during the pandemic, we talked every day for like an hour and a half. Like
I believe it.
schoolgirls.
I don't talk to a lot of people. I text.
Oh, well, I'm old school. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, hey, man, I like it. If you could be guaranteed one thing in life besides money, what would it be?
Guaranteed one. Oh man,
Besides money.
guaranteed. Like whatever I want, it'll guarantee. It's like one wish, pretty much, right?
According to this magic deck of pod cards, that's how I'm interpreting it.
Ooh. I don't want to just bullshit this one. That's like you get one good wish. That's a good one. I think. Oh, to live for 500 years.
All right.
Or at least, how about this? Maybe not to live for 500 years, but to know what it'll be like in 500 years, even for like just 20 minutes.
So what does that mean?
I'm so interested in what the future could hold. You know, I just want to know.
So if you could know what the future would hold in
Yeah.
500 years for 5 minutes, you'd be satisfied? That's what you'd...
Well, because
That's what you'd waste your wish on?
it's not a wish.
The fuck?
Well, with the money, you can, so you get money. That's not your thing, right? You don't got to worry about that.
It's not saying you get money, but it's just saying besides money.
You can't use money.
It's not even necessarily saying you're even guaranteed money. It's just saying one thing if you could be guaranteed one thing in life besides money, what would it be? See, for me, I'm gonna go easy. I'm gonna just say happiness, because that could encompass
A lot of shit.
It could encompass a lot of shit. But I'm fucking
I
happy.
thought about that, but like,
Was that too easy?
well, I don't know. But to me, it's like happiness is in the eye of the beholder, And then like what the fuck does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. You know, like what the fuck does happiness really mean?
Yeah, but you're guaranteed it, so it means whatever else goes along with it, you're fucking happy, bro.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
It's an umbrella term.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I want to know what's in the future.
All right.
500 years minimum.
Stick with it. That's crazy to try to even think 500. 500 years, that's nuts.
Could you imagine what it's going to be like if it's even here? It might even
Right.
It might even be here.
Aliens are coming in 6 months, man.
No,
500
fuck.
years ain't guaranteed.
Will Smith ain't fucking around.
That's right.
All right. We got a couple more.
All right, what do we got?
All right, this one says,
Dun, 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 dun.
if you could ask one person
One person,
one question
one question.
and they had to answer truthfully, who and what would you ask? That's a savage one.
If I had to ask one person one question,
And they had to tell the truth 100%. Oh, this could get personal and shit, too.
see, I'm not even thinking in my inner circle.
I don't know. That's a good question.
I would ask Vince McMahon, is pro wrestling real?
Oh, that's dumb.
I'm just kidding.
I'm about to say
Oh, that's dumb.
yeah, I just shitted on that. I'm like, that's dumb. He's going to be
That's
like,
dumb.
he's gonna be like, of course.
Of course it's not, you stupid child. Man, that's tough.
Because there's a lot of cool, you'd be like somebody who knows some information. Probably a president about the aliens, maybe.
Something.
That'd be a good one. Or like OJ.
Did you do it, man?
Did you do it, bro?
Just come on.
Come on.
Let me know.
Did you do it? That would be a good one. OJ Simpson.
Yeah, see, I would want to know some kind of all-telling kind of secret, you know?
Like who would you have to ask though?
But
to get the
that's what I
answer?
mean. I
Right.
can't think of the one person that would have that answer.
Like who shot JFK?
Right.
Or
I guess
Pac
could
and
I
Big?
ask God what's the deal with the
Is God considered a person?
pyramids, like, or what? I don't know.
I don't think that counts.
Right.
Yeah, it's got to be somebody. Yeah, it's got to be OJ.
It's gotta be
It's got to be OJ.
It's gotta be OJ. Come on, man. Did you do it? That's tough.
And he was like, you know what, man? And
No.
then he just dies. And you still
No,
don't know.
OJ!
I thought he was guaranteed the truth.
Come on. That's tough, man. I don't know.
Well, go OJ.
I guess we're just gonna default to OJ.
I can't think of nothing else that would be.
because I can't think of the one person that I would want the answer to that one question to.
That's what I'm saying. That wasn't maybe personal, I guess.
Right, but because even in my personal life, like I don't have any like nagging question that I would want to ask anybody within my
Right,
my
you have-
inner
right.
circle or even like my peripheral outer circle or circles.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of even personal shit. I can't think of like one question that would be worth giving up that one question for. Like Tony asked that to get that guarantee from the one person. There's nothing in my personal life that I care to know the answer that much.
I mean, I guess if anything with this whole political landscape, if there was a one person that I could ask, it'd be like, is this all just bullshit?
Who
Like-
would you ask though?
That's what I mean. But
That's what makes this hard because you have to ask
Right.
a specific person a specific question. To me, it makes sense that it has to be OJ.
you
Because
know
it's the
what?
thing that we all think we know. We kind of don't know. He's never come out and said it. I don't know. He is around. We could ask him. Can you think of anything better?
You know what? You bring up some great points, and no, I can't.
I can't either.
So OJ,
Yeah, I'm going OJ. All right, last one.
We both concur with OJ.
Yeah, I gotta go OJ.
All right, last one. What was your first screen name?
LC, the one and only.
Goofass 69.
Goofass?
Goofass 69.
Wait. Spell it.
GOOFASS number 6 number 9.
You know what's funny about that?
Please tell me.
Because that's like how black people talk. Like, what your goof ass? No, I'm serious. That's how we talk. I know
Hey,
that's not
man.
what you thought. I know that isn't what you was thinking when you wrote that.
You see white here, but it's white chocolate, bro.
Can you tell me
I got some soul.
how that come up?
I have no idea, man. I was just like, what should I name it? A goof ass. I don't even know. I don't know how the fuck that came up.
I'm not joking. That's how like we talk.
I was
Hey,
in.
man,
I
with
mean,
your
what
goof
I was
ass.
in either freshman year or junior high when I had AOL for the first time.
Are you an undercover black man?
A little so, brother.
With your goof ass.
Take the measurement.
All right, man. What do you think we at?
124.26.
124.48. That's the
Really?
closest we've had.
Wow, that's pretty good.
And that's with pauses and shit. Because I had to
I was
go
gonna say,
shit.
does that count your shit time?
Well, we stopped it. We stopped it.
Okay.
Oh
Was I not supposed to say that? Was I supposed
no,
to divulge that you had to take a crap? in
no.
the
We
middle of the-
talked about it on the thing.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Kind of got to go again.
I just don't want to, put you on blast for having to put the podcast on pause so you can poop.
No, hey, cares none.
That's right. He cares none.
First of all, I want to
Say
say anybody who's catching this, you can follow me at Chris Cares None on any platform.
Boom.
I don't know. You don't give a fuck about that at all.
Nah. You could try to follow me on something.
And as always,
Cares none.
nigga.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.